Midway Tower, Aircoup 99055, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Aircoup, Midway, go ahead.
Turboshaft engines are a type of gas turbine engines designed to generate shaft power rather than jet propulsion. Turboshaft engines are structurally similar to turboprops, but with minor differences. Turboshaft engines have advantages such as small size and lightness compared to other engine types. Although they have first used them turboshaft engines in the history of tanks, they had continued in ships, boats, hovercraft, manned and unmanned helicopters, and auxiliary power units in the following years. Today they are continued to be used mostly in helicopters. In this video, we will examine the use of turboshaft engines in aviation. Turboshaft engines are gas turbine engine types designed to move rotating parts such as main and tail rotor, or in other words, to obtain shaft power instead of generating thrust force as in turbojet engines. Turboshaft engines in helicopters are generally placed at the top of the helicopter to easily transmit its movement to main rudder and tail rudder. A turboshaft engine uses almost the same main parts to generate energy as incarnate gas turbine engines. The operating principle of the engine are generally similar. The section called the gas generator uses the basic structure that includes the compressor, combustion chamber, turbine and exhaust to continue the engine and generate energy. In turboshaft engines, axial and radial compressor are used together in the compressor section, unlike turbojets. In addition to, the use of reverse flow combustion chamber is common. The detailed operating principles of these sections are explained in detail in the videos of turbojet and turboprop engines. Right behind the gas generator is the free or power turbine that works completely separate from this section. This section has no mechanical connection with the gas generator. It transfers its motion directly to the reduction or main gearbox with an additional shaft that passes through inside the gas generator shaft. Although the free power turbine layout differs in different turboshaft engine types, its task is move the gearboxes at each engine. In some turboshaft engines, there are designs in which the rotational movement is transferred directly from the gas generator part to the reduction gearbox without using a free turbine. The free power turbine takes all of its energy from the hot gases that leave the gas generator. Since almost all of the energy obtained in turboshaft engines is used to turn the turbines, there is not enough energy left for thrust and the burned gases are directly discharged from the exhaust part. The mission of reduction or main gearboxes is to direct the engine rotation movement at an angle appropriate to the main rudder and tail rudders and reduce it to a suitable speed that it can operate within limits. The speed of the free power turbine rotating at high speed is too high to turn the rudders, so reduction or main gearboxes must be used to reduce its speeds. Otherwise, speeds above the design speed of the rudder may result in damage or even rupture of helicopter rudders. Another example of turboshaft engines are APUs, used for auxiliary power in aircraft. APUs are usually mounted on tail part of the aircraft, although the aircraft's location may vary according to the model and structure. Since APUs generate shaft power, they are called turboshaft engines. They use the energy they generate to power the aircraft's electrical and pneumatic system on the ground and in flight. While the aircraft is on the ground, the compressed air needed for the first start of the engines is supplied from the APU load compressor. and the aircraft's electricity requirement is provided by the generator mounted on the accessory gearbox of the APU. During emergencies in flight, APUs may be used for restart engines and to provide electricity to aircraft. APUs do not contribute additionally to the thrust produced by the main engines in aircraft. They are activated or deactivated by control switches in the cockpit from APU panel. There are turboshaft engines used as ground power equipment in aviation. This ground equipment called M3260A, MA1A, ground cart unit, and air start unit are ground versions of APUs used in aircraft and used for APU malfunctions and supply external air and electrical power to APU-less aircraft. With their wheel structure, they can use them in different aircraft by being pulled to desired area independently of the aircraft. The widespread use of turboshaft engines has been with unmanned helicopters within the scope of unmanned air vehicle. With the use of turboshaft engines in these vehicles, the proper load capacity, in other words, the maximum load that the vehicle can carry, has been increased. The use of turboshaft engines is getting more widespread today and continues to be an indispensable power source, especially in providing shaft power in helicopters. See you again in a new video.